All right, let's give Edge of Eternities draft a go. Got some draft tokens here. Let's get queued up. These should fire pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. Now, I gotta be upfront, and I gotta be honest. I did a single draft already of the set. Just one, day that it came out. And we're doing some recording, so this is what, day like 2, I think, of the set being released. And built what I thought was a pretty decent little deck, and 0-3. So I we'll see if those things can change. All right, right off the rip here, this planet is fantastic, by the way. I don't see a world in which we don't insta-snap keep this. We station it up to 12, we pay 2, and we tap and pay 2 life, sack a creature, and we draw cards equal to its power. Can only do this as a sorcery. That doesn't matter. That's still pretty dang good. What else do we like in the pack? Cracker Hound. I got to play with this a little bit to see how that's going to work out. The Assembler, though, is very, very good. Dubious Delicacy is also quite good. Skittermaw is cool. Galvanizing Sawship, I think, has some potential. Flying Haste, 6/5. Invasive Maneuvers is really good. So this pack has a little bit of juice in it. There's some pretty good cards. Even something like Night Luminary here, warping in and making a 1/1 is pretty sweet. So let's give this a go. We will be in black. Now, how do we want to follow this up? Do we want a Memorial Vault? Sacrifice another artifact, exile top X card, X is 1+ mana value. You play those cards this turn. Not super interested in that. We have the Dual Sun Technique, which is 1/1. Cerebral Download. Surveil X, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Then draw 3 cards for a measly 5 mana. We have a Remnant Elemental, landfall. Whenever land enters, this creature gets +2/+0. Slag Drill Scrapper, sacrifice another artifact or land, and draw a card. We have a Bombard here, a Grave Pack Monoist. Not as good of a pack. I'm inclined to do one of 2 things: Monoist or Bombard. I'm going to take the Monoist. Cut off black a little bit as we get around here. Assemblers. These Assemblers are really enticing me. They're very much enticing me. A blue-black wouldn't be too bad. We have the Evangel. Whenever you sacrifice another creature or artifact, put a 1/1 counter on this creature, which is also pretty good in the deck. Graveblade Heavy is interesting. We have Rig for War, Memorial Team Leader. Gosh, I'm very interested to take the Assembler here. Let's take the Evangel. We're probably going to be able to find some opportunities to sack some things, so that seems fine. All right, what do we have here? Debris Crusher is pretty cool. The Operative seems good. We could go Radiant Strike. I'm not super big on white-black, but obviously the format is very new. This also lets us warp in whenever it dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Warps in. Do some fun stuff with that. I really think this Pangolin is quite good. Quite good. The ability to get some value off of this. Zookeeper also seems pretty fine, and Debris Field Crusher, bringing in for 3. This station's not too terribly. We have seen a lot of red, so I'll go that route. During your turn, other creatures you control get +1/+0. It's pretty good. We can warp this Red Tiger Mechan in for 2, and it also has some artifact synergies, so we probably want to look for some artifact synergies. We also have the Graveblade Heavy, but let's take the Mechan here. I like warping in. Might be able to do some fun stuff with that. Okay, now we're seeing a Frontline War Rager and a Bombard. Both great, but I'm going to take the removal spell. What does Intervention here do? Target opponent reveals your hand, you choose an online card, and discard it. We do have another Beckoner here. Let's get some Bombards online. All right, we have Land Seeker, which makes a lander. We have the Reveal and Discard. We have a Bygone Colossus, which you can warp in for 3. We have a Dark Endurance, +2/+0, and Indestructible. I really kind of like the Land Seeker or the Colossus. I'm going to take the Colossus. If we find some good things to station. Plus we have this, being able to warp this in and then hit this with 9 power. It's pretty gross. Okay, we have another pangolin. I mean, that's just easy. That's just easy mode, folks. Red seems to be pretty open. We haven't seen a lot of black. We cut it off a little bit. But if somebody else on the opposite side is playing it, seen a decent amount of red, and like decent cards in red too. Okay, we have honestly Skittermaw is totally fine. Void to put a 1/1 counter. You could also maybe play the torpedo, but if you really got to kind of have a spacecraft a little bit, this is just better for us. We'd like to look for some opportunities to sacrifice some things. I don't think Memorial Vault is it. I'll take a Chrome Companion, although probably not playing this little guy. It is kind of interesting when it comes tapped, you gain a life. He is an artifact. He's cute. He's a cute little doggo. Okay, Rig for War. Combat Trick or the Graveblade Heavy. We're going to have enough things that make sense there. I don't know. Let's just take another companion here. Graveblade's pretty good. If we have an artifact, whether that be a land or token or something else, it's 4/4 with that touch. For 4, I could support that. Squire's Lightblade. What do we got? Lumen Class Frigate. This card is actually quite good. What else do we have? Dawn Strike. We have a Faller's Faithful. We do have an Evasive Maneuvers. Hull Carver. We have a Nutrient Block, another Bombard. I'm going to take the Invasive Maneuvers here. Lumen Class, great card. I just don't think that's where we want to be. Parasymbiosis. Scour for Scraps. We do have a Vote Out, which is probably a pretty quick pick, although Melted Moxite, also interesting. And a Depressurize. That's tough, actually. We have some of the artifact synergies. I'm going to take the removal spell, but I really think you could strongly consider the Moxite here. This might be a better synergy card for us with the ore plates. This also helps to trigger some Void. I hope we see another one of those. That's actually a really good card in our deck. Do I take the Watery Grave for a blue splash, potentially? What else do I like here? Sweeper is actually pretty good 2 mana that lets you surveil for 2. And it crews pretty quickly at 4. I'm going to take the Watery Grave, though. In case we see anything awesome in blue, we can do a splash. What do we have? This creature enters. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield, exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery card, mana value 2 or less from graveyard, copy it, cast that copy. I actually don't hate this. But what is it hitting? Maneuvers, maybe? Rig for War. It is an artifact. Good body on it. Give it a try. Infinite Guideline Station. Ooh, the Circuit Feeder. X is the number of artifacts you control. Scrounge here. Turn target creature or spacecraft and a value fire less from graveyard to the battlefield. Create a land or token. Very interesting. We have to sack an artifact for a creature. I'm going to take the Monoist here. This can be a pump plus a kill spell for 6. Double Infinite Guideline Station. What the heck? Okay, what do we like here? The Turbo Drone, the Rig, or the Dark Endurance? What's better? Probably Dark Endurance, right? This can just play for 1. First Strike is cool, but Indestructible is quite good. That's not a bad combat trick for us. There's the Depressurize. I think we just snap this. Although Slagdrill Scrapper is pretty interesting too. Let us sacrifice some things. I'll take the removal spell though. This gives us a couple of good options for roving, and we have an Embrace here. I think that's a pretty quick grab. What do I like here? I actually kind of like Nutrient Block. Silly as that sounds. I'm going to take the Terra Symbiosis and just rare draft here. There's another Grav Blade. Actually pretty okay with that. Got some good synergies there for it. I'll take the Rig for War. We could consider that. I don't think this is a bad combat trick either. +3/+0 first strike and reach. And we're going to get an Infinite Guideline Station. Okay. Sunset Saboteur. Whenever this creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on target creature and opponent controls. Full Bore is really interesting. Trample and Haste if you've warped. We could play the Dreaming Acolyte. We have the Grav Kill here, which is a very good removal spell. I'm going to take this, though. Menace 4/1. Seems pretty good. All right, now we have the Interceptor, which is also quite good. We have the Scrapper. Beam Saw would be good. Comet seems fine. Even the All Fates Scroll, I think, is pretty interesting. All right, we have a Godless Shrine here. Tragic Trajectory. But we just slammed the Broomtar. This is an absolute insane top end. As good as all of that other stuff was, this is really good. All right, where are we at? Embrace, Dark Endurance, Depressurize, Invasive, Bombard, Vote Out. I think we're good on removal. Nutrient Block. Got a couple of good options here. Do I have... So the options here are Prospector and Land Seeker. I think we want to go on the lower end. Again, we want things that we can sacrifice with a couple of our options. So I think that's okay. Nutrient Block helps with Lightless. Ooh, there's a Reflecting Pool. Do we need the Comet Crawler? Do I just snag the Reflecting Pool? I don't really see much in that. We have another ore plate. I just don't know how I don't take this card. I don't know how I don't take these. These things are going to be able to get pretty insane. How many artifacts do we have? 9? We're making some. We have the opportunity to make some lander tokens too. What is this thing? Okay, whenever a chant creature attacks, put target creature card from defending player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, tapped and attack. Void. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice this aura unless a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped. We just try to play this, right? Enchanting something, being able to attack. At worst, it's gaining us a creature that could potentially be very good. It seems sweet. It seems pretty sweet. All right, what do we like? What does Rampage do? 3 damage to each opponent. Exile all artifacts mana value 3 or greater. Or him. Him seems good. I don't know if we'll play that. Frontline War Rager is pretty cool. If we're tapping, I'm probably not playing this though, just because I don't have. Well, I do have this. I probably don't play the Bygone Colossus, to be honest, as much as I would want to. We'll just let this get powered up naturally. Probably not playing any of these. I don't think I care about the number of lands, so those can go. Pedigree is interesting. I don't know. We don't need that. This could be a pretty cool deck. I am hopeful. And a Rig for War. Okay. Could be pretty good. We should only have to make a couple of cuts here. Let's see. Just a few. Just a few. Decent little curve. Got the nutrient block. Let's just take a quick look at the removal here. Dark Endurance, Depressurize. Him as a card draw. Maneuvers. Rig. Bard. This here. Vote out. Got 16 creatures. Probably lose a creature. I'm wondering if I play the Pedigree. What other enters the battlefield effects do I have? Like, we could do some fun shenanigans where we warp this, then warp this, attack with this for 5, then this dies and comes back to the battlefield. Tapped. But I don't know that I care too much about that, so I could see that guy going. Do I need the him? This does draw 2 cards. This is pretty good. Brace, Dark Endurance. I think I can go and get rid of Rig for War. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really 5 clean removal spells. I just want to make sure we have enough. I have 8 artifacts. Plus we can warp a few of these in. This makes a lander. I just want to make sure we have enough synergy for this that this makes sense. Which I feel like we do. Don't know that I want to go down another creature. Maybe Nutrient Block. This is good, though, just to get onto the battlefield for something like an Embrace. Maybe I don't play the Dark Endurance. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Some synergies here. We keep our artifact count high. We find a way to get this. We can draw some cards. We got this to draw some cards. We get something out. A decent attacker. We can throw that. You know, we're throwing this on it. We're warping. We're voiding. We've got a nice curve. I mean, lots of good 2-drops. Seems like it could be okay. Let's see what we can do. Okay. We might do... We have actually like a pretty dang good hand here. It feels like I need to play this first. And then go into something like... Beam Saw, maybe? Or we do Lightless, crew it, sack this. I'm going to say crew. I'm going to say crew probably a lot. I meant station. Maybe it's just Beam Saw. Get it down. And play the Nutrient Block. That threatens to put the counter on it, so that could be alright. Don't depressurize this. Or whatever the other -2/-2 is. I want to be able to get 4 power on, you know, next turn on this. Getting this land online feels pretty important to me, so sure, take 3. I can gain it back, make the Evangel bigger. Yep, that seems fine. Yeah, I think I'm okay with just taking the damage here, sacking this. Waiting to see what they do here. I need to draw a little bit of gas, so I think drawing the card makes sense. And then now, so the thought process here now is I can chump block the Beam Saw Protector against the Expansionist. This artifact will come in, I can pay 1 and pump it. We have some good sacrifice synergies here, so doing okay. This battle cruiser is insane. Oh, that sucks. Well, I don't block now. Then we make a lander. Then I draw some cards. Then I end the turn. I need one more artifact for the Monois Circuit Feeder to be decent. I'm gonna be able to station this immediately. Oh, that's brutal. I'm not blocking. Come on, deck. I rightfully can't do that. Am I just dead here? They use the... If they play... Man, I am getting absolutely crushed. So gross, dude. Yeah, I'm just dead. Good game. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Thing here is like what's my next play? If I warp this in and attack, I get in 3 damage. Yeah, I think I do this. It's likely we're just bombarding something. It's next turn, or maybe I'm hemming. I really want to draw the 2 cards off of that. Let's see what they do. All right, no double spell there, which is good. Probably drop the Graveblade Heavy this next turn. Feels like they're setting up for a double spell turn here. I'm gonna kill the station monitor. Ooh. That was good. Do I want this? Sure, it's a good creature. Depending on what they do here, probably Red Tiger. Or actually, maybe Graveblade. Not sure, they're just not doing anything. And I'm just gonna play this from exile. 3/3 Hasty Boy. Attack for 3. Removal spell on this, maybe? Oh. Alright. The crazy part is that I can hit either Depressurize or him off of this. Seems pretty good. Celestial Colonnade is a 4/4 white and blue flying vigilance creature. They keep it up as a blocker. We just grab Blade Heavy and then get 6 on the Secundi here. Seven, rather. Counterspell? No, just drawing cards. They do for 1 mana. Station. I don't really know what's going on here in this game, to be honest. Our opponent has played virtually no cards for like 3 turns. Maybe they're missing a color. have to have enough mana. Like, destroying this cryo shatter, sure. Man, I could only hope that they play one more creature. Honestly. Perfect. All right, so the play here is... Get rid of this thing. Attack. And I can roving him back. Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. We got a turn coming up here. Or plate. Pay the 1. Grav pack. Or we just monoist for 3. Potentially for 4. We get another land. That seems pretty good. It seems pretty good. We got him down to 8. Sure. Take a 1/1. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good part is they can't colonnade here. Vanishing light on what? Yep. Okay. The gross part is... I can still do this, pump up the ore plate. Kill this, auto pay this. I mean, they have to block these. And they don't have any profitable blocks. Unless they can flash in that 1/1 flyer. If flash in the 1/1 flyer, triple block the ore plate. Focus fire. Okay. I did not see that coming. Deals X damage to target attacking or blocking creature, where X is 2+ the number of creatures and or spacecraft you control. Sure. This is online. Well, now they can keep up colonnade. If they kill this, I'm in a slight bit of not greatness. But I can also Grav Pact, sack that to Secundi to just start drawing some cards here. Focus Fire was good. That's great. I mean, that doesn't seem like the play. Station with both of these, you're in serious trouble. If I warp this in, I can then put another 1/1 counter and still attack. You have another focus fire. Okay. I mean, you have to play... Well, they don't have to play a creature here. Technically. They kill one of these. That'd be an insane amount of removal spells in their part. Not insane, but double focus fire, cryo shatter. Oh, they have an all fates. Stinks a little bit because that reduces this. Technically don't have to block this. Let's see, I go here. I think I just go here and here. I'd want to be able to put the counter on this. So I don't think that's the play. And I do have some power in the air and a Menacer, which is dead on board. No, it's not. Technically, they have the Colonnade. Another Banishing Light. Wow. Can't activate Colonnade, though. Because it's 5 to activate. I'm confused, they just lost. Big time. Sure. I I also feel like you banishing light the thing. Oh, they couldn't pay the ward costs, so yeah. Okay, well, that was an interesting game, but we got a W. Okay, we're on the play here. Ooh, we got a nice little curve, I think. All right, let's go here. I'm gonna save the nutrient block. Let's get our guy going. Potentially make this little dude a 3/3. Nice. They warped that in. Pretty interesting. In for 3. All right, need to land. Beautiful. Oh, that's really cool. Two of these guys is pretty sick. I'll gain my life back. I'll draw a card. I'll put a 1/1 counter on this guy. Bing, bing, boom. Do I hit for 6? Do I play the interceptor? I play the red. Like, this is just kind of gross, right? How about 10 damage? Another land here is pretty brutal. And the other interesting part here is I can play the interceptor. And I have Bombard up or the Circuit Feeder, which can go for -3/-3. Interceptor to make the Orb Plate 1 power bigger. Sure. Oh, what do they have here? This forces a block. By ripping that, and then I keep it. You have to block. So I just got your molecular modifier for free. Sure. So gross. Like, honestly, even if they kill this and then play a creature, as long as it has less than 4 toughness, I win the game. So. Sure. Ooh, you get a Plasma Bolt. And the game's over. Yeah, I mean, crack your lander, sure. Plasma Bolt something for 3. Great play. Yep. Sorry, Peaky. I had a draw there. That was a draw of all draws, my friend. That was pretty good. Okay, I actually think I keep this. I can turn 1 Nutrient Block into the Beam Saw. And obviously have some draws to get into some lands. We get another land, we can then convoke Vote Out. So, like, options. Obviously, I'd like to rip a mountain here so we could play the Ore Plate. What does this do? Yep, just attack. That's fine. Taking 1. Sure. Gain some life. We'll draw a card. Problem is, all these things got Menace. I guess the best play probably is still this. Now, if they have a removal spell, I get punished here just a little bit. I'd imagine they want to rook their landers. But, like, being able to double block the Land Seeker seems pretty good. And I get my lander token. So, like, I'm alright with this. That dies, that's fine. Get a 2/2 and a lander. Yep. And of course, there's my mountain. I think I just then... Like, there's a world in which if something big comes down... Yeah, sure. Plunge that guy. Now the question is, do I play the Ore Plate here? and then sack the lander to get another land. I think so. Let's just secure our land. I don't care to take the damage from the Rust Harvester. Well, that's cool. They're gonna make Remnant big. They can make Remnant really big. Wow. Yeah, because they could sack their lander as well. That's kind of gross. Rust Harvester, I'm like not too concerned about. They don't have anything there. The reason I'm doing this clears the battlefield. And then the sunset obviously gets much, much better here. Then I don't have to worry about putting the 1/1 counter on anything. Sure. And obviously there's like okay. And they're dead. Probably want to do this. Yep. I did not. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be really honest here. I did not anticipate a Green Sun's Zenith for what, 7? Where is the card? Like, wild. That is wild. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 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 Pretty gross. Okay, I'm gonna pause this here. That was good. Some good games. Tough loss there at the beginning, but we recovered nicely to pick up 3. This deck feels pretty cool. It's got some really neat synergies. I'm really liking the ore plates. We found some neat ways to just use nutrient block, get lightless here a little bit. We've got some great removal and depressurize. This roving actuator and the ability to get a 2-mana instant or sorcery back has been pretty cool. I really think in that one game, being able to him an additional time, get some extra card draw and some extra advantage was really, really nice. Plus, when you think about it, you've got depressurize, him, we have Embrace Oblivion that we can all use, and Invasive Maneuvers all at 2 mana. So roving gets pretty good. That's pretty sweet. This I wasn't sure how good it was going to be, and obviously in that one game we curved out perfectly, but this just helped to keep the pressure up and was pretty gross as well. So yeah, fun deck so far. We'll be back with part 2 and we'll see how many wins we can scoop up with our Edge of Eternities draft here. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing. We really do appreciate the support. We're on the road to 1,000 subs. We do pack openings every Wednesday, so if you're interested in that, be sure to stay tuned. We do a whole bunch of limited content here on MTG Arena, both sealed and draft, and obviously we're going to be playing a whole lot of Edge of Eternities. So stick around if you enjoy that. Jump over to our Discord if you like as well. Links in the description, and we'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.